Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about two very important subway stories that the media is not really going to cover that much. I would assume that New York 1, CBS 2, NBC 4, Fox 5, ABC 7, Pix 11 probably won't cover these stories that were from the New York Post and the New York Daily News regarding what's been going on in the subways lately. So I'm going to read two articles. And the first article is going to be about something very disturbing I found out from my fellow colleague Jason Anthony Pinero. And that is something that made me sick to my stomach, and that was hearing about a couple having sexual intercourse at the Bowling Green train station and then having sexual intercourse again at Grand Central 42nd Street. And keep in mind, I was there yesterday, so that made me sick to my stomach. And then we're going to read an article regarding the 7. Now, what happened on the 7? Well, the CBTC had an epic fail, so this is when we cue the Price is Right music. Now, what was the epic fail on the 7, you may be wondering to yourself? Well, the CBTC had issues during the snowfall Monday afternoon and Monday night. So we're going to get to these two articles in just a second. I'm going to have to put this part of the introduction in the iMovie editor, and then I'll have to record using the Adobe app. I have PDF files I took the articles from, so we'll get straight to our first article in a second. All right, so our first article is from the New York Post. And once again, thanks to Jason Anthony Pinero for giving me this article. And I was able this morning to put both of the articles from the Post and the Daily News in the Adobe app. And while I'm walking on Francis Lewis Boulevard, I just saw an M7 heading eastbound the Port Washington branch down just past the Auburndale train station, because I'm in Auburndale right now and I'm on my way to Dollar Tree to get my Diet Coke. Because, let me tell you, Dollar Tree is a lifesaver. If it wasn't for Dollar Tree, I would not have a good day. So, it's better than going to McDonald's, and plus you get a can. It goes right in my lunchbox, and it's already cold anyway, because they did the refrigeration. But as I'm walking to Dollar Tree, we're going to read the two articles. So, first up, Subway sex duo caught on video in second subterranean romp. Now, thankfully, I will not show any pictures and I will not show any video because YouTube's probably going to demonetize this video anyway, talking about an insensitive subject. So, I'm sure if I comply with the new child rule, then they'll let me put this video up on YouTube, hopefully, and because I'm pretty sure I enable the option that this channel is not for kids, because trust me, this channel is really not for kids. I'm sorry, but this is adult stuff we talk about with my summits, you know, some disturbing things I don't want children really seeing. So that's why I'm glad YouTube has that rule, which I'll do that in another video. But this was written by Rebecca Rosenberg, Tina Moore, and Aaron Feiss. You don't have to get on a train to go downtown. A Manhattan couple, apparently turned on by the sights, sounds, and smells of New York's least romantic locale, had sexual intercourse in not one, but two subway stations on the same day, cops said back on Tuesday, December 3rd. The two turned Grand Central into Glam's Central during a caught-on-camera tryst amid the climax of the evening rush. Climax, I'm sorry, but if you know anything about sex, you'll get the joke. Amidst the climax of the evening rush around 6:40 p.m. back on November 22nd, mere hours after getting heated at the Bowling Green station. So imagine, for an odd reason, you're doing a trip that day from Bowling Green, which is across the street from 2 Broadway where the MTA headquarters is, and then trying to go to Midtown at Grand Central and 42nd Street, which again, I was in Midtown a lot yesterday, and I was around Lexington Avenue, of course. But imagine you see the same couple having sexual intercourse in the most inappropriate place. Now, I told Jason that, like, I've heard online that couples have gotten freaky at Prospect Park, but still, that gives them no excuse, you know? I mean, imagine, you know, you're like me, you're just trying to ride the subway, and all of a sudden you see these two people getting it on. And thank goodness, again, I'm not going to show any pictures, I'm not going to show any video, because first of all, Microsoft Word wouldn't even let me put videos and pictures. Well, technically I could, but like still, I'm not going to put a picture of it in there, because then, again, I'll get demonetized and then YouTube won't let me keep this video up. Alright, so it says, a graphic 38-second video shot from inside a train at the bustling Midtown Grand Central Station opens with the rail-riding Romeo locked in a passionate embrace with his lover on the grimy 4, 5, and 6 platform. An apparently stunned silence fills the car, broken only by a pre-recorded "Stand clear of the closing doors, please" announcement, which again, thanks to Charlie Pellet. As the man appears to perform, and I do apologize, oral sex on his partner, sprawled onto a pile of their crumpled clothing with a rolling suitcase by her head. The Grand Central get-down was the apparent encore for a performance earlier in the day, when what police believed to be the same couple got hot and heavy at the downtown Bowling Green subway station. Around 9:30 a.m., back on November 22nd, the female half of the duo then performed oral sex on her partner. So, I don't even want to go more graphic than this, but you all get the point that that's just very disgusting, you know? And I said, imagine you're riding the subway and all of a sudden you see a couple just getting freaky. That's the term I want to use, because there's nothing else I can say. Okay, this was seen as the male was on a platform bench and full of commuters, according to police. Investigators revealed a surveillance photo of the man from that incident, thought the woman wasn't caught clearly on camera, and they're looking to slap cups on the Randy duo. So again, there is a picture on the New York Post article. So if you want to see the article for yourself, I will put links in the description below of the Post and the Daily News. I'll have to read the Daily News article when I come back from Dollar Tree, because I'm about a block away from Dollar Tree right now. I'm just passing rain due. But anyhow, let's just continue reading. The couple had sex romp on subway platform during rush hour, police said. Even steel-stomach New Yorker strap hangers were skied by the public display of way too much affection and were hopeful that the two next intimate act would be a conjugal visit. Oh my God, is that nasty? Shrieked Nakima Greaves, 25-year-old, at the Woodhaven Boulevard M&R station in Queens. Oh, so they even asked somebody in Queens how to react about this. Especially a station I've done a summit at. Grave concerns didn't stop at hygiene or prying eyes either. It's way too cold for that, she said. Seriously, rent a room. That I agree on. But then again, you know how expensive hotels are in New York City? I'm not going to go there, but you all get the point. Olson Lieva, a roofer from the Bronx, echoed the sentiment that 4 walls and a roof would do the couple some good. I know, this sounds so funny, but like, there's some good, clever comments from these people. They should find a hotel, he said. Not the subway. It's disgusting. It's degrading. Exactly. And you all know this for a fact. If you've ever taken the Lexington Avenue line, and I've done it numerous times with my dad and by myself, it's very disgusting. Those train cars are so old. And yesterday, I even had to make announcements that we were pulling into 51st Street in Grand Central because the PA system was broken. I really hope that they're going to put new rail cars in the next decade, because that desperately needs to be done. All right. Rider Quincy Jones, 25, agreed the duo's daring was disgusting. Disgusting. But posted an alternative, sickeningly sweet interpretation. I guess New Yorkers just don't have enough space these days. So they're just making their own, he said. Either that or their love is just strong. Again, I love how they interview these people and they make very clever comments. These are very smart people. I gotta give them credit. Alright, so that's the end of the first article, and perfect timing, I'm just at Dollar Tree. So I'm gonna go to Dollar Tree. I won't be in there too long because again I have to walk back to Osden to clock into work. So I'll be back with the next article. Alright, so I'm at Dollar Tree and I'll quickly mention something just happened in there. So a lady was complaining that she was double parked because the Dollar Tree parking lot on Francis Lewis Boulevard is so small. And she's like, I'm double parked. And then let's just say there was an explicit and offensive word that was said to that employee, and I made a smart remark saying, thank God I don't have a car, because you know, this is one of the reasons why you don't have a car in New York. Again, we're the largest mass transit hub in the whole country. And we're going to talk about an epic fail that happened here during the snowstorm on Monday. Well, it really wasn't a snowstorm. I mean, the snow is gone. I mean, I'm on Francis Lewis Boulevard walking on the sidewalk. Do I see any snow? No. All gone. All gone. But anyhow, let's move on. New subway signal tech on number 7 line failed during Monday's snowstorm by Clayton Goose, transit reporter for the New York Daily News. The MTA's fancy new subway signaling technology that directs trains on the number 7 line couldn't handle Monday's slush storm. The signal tech, called Communications-Based Train Control, or CBTC, went live on the mostly elevated line back in November of last year. It allows for trains to be automatically driven by computer software. But as the 5 boroughs were prepped at the powder Monday afternoon, the system lost the ability to locate trains on the line, and operators were forced to drive them manually, according to internal records obtained by the Daily News. The records show the issue started at around 12:30 p.m. when a subway operator reported that his computer-driven train delocalized and lost movement authority limits while entering the line's 52nd Street, Lincoln Avenue station in Woodside. Now, I'll go on the record and say I did take the 7 from Flushing Main Street yesterday. I had a very smooth ride going to Jackson Heights Roosevelt to take the F yesterday. I will tell you, I did not have any issues yesterday on the 7. Alright, the 7 was moving completely fine yesterday, so they must have got the system back on track. But that's not good. I mean, it's snowing, and all of a sudden, the system just fails. I mean, that's not a good sign. Supervisors at the subway's rail control center directed the operator to take manual control of the train and to proceed at slower than usual speed. Transit officials wrote in a report that, of course, the problem was caused by inclement weather. No surprise there. No surprise. Why would I be surprised, honestly? Because think about it, it was already starting to snow at 2 o'clock when I came home from Long Island Jewish on Monday. The problem affected several other number 7 trains throughout the Monday afternoon and evening commutes and gumbled up service on a normally reliable stretch of track. The buggy equipment delayed about 72 trains on the line, according to MTA spokesman Tim Mitten. Oh, folks, almost fell on a sidewalk on Francis Lewis. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right by 39th Avenue. Alright, so let's just continue. Alright. So again, the 72 trains were delayed by buggy equipment. The problem grew worse around 6:30 p.m. back on Monday, December 2nd.
I had an appointment today and I wasn't going to be involved.
when strap hangers took longer than expected to exit the sardine-packed number 7 train because the line's platforms were wet and slippery. That nerfuffle delayed another 49 trains, according to another report. The problem grew worse around 6:30 p.m. when strap hangers took longer than expected to exit the sardine-packed number 7 trains because the line's platforms were wet and slippery. If I read the same thing twice, I apologize, because the wind's just really getting bad out here. Okay, here we go. Pete Tomlin, who oversees signal tech at New York City Transit, blamed Monday's issues on Dow's, the company that provides the new system for the number 7 line. What occurred during the storm on number 7 line was purely weather-related, and the MTA has directed Dow's to immediately review and address the issue, including making modifications to transponders to prevent future weather-related disruptions for our customers, Tomlin said in a statement. We are holding them fully accountable until the matter is resolved. MTA officials have hailed CBTC as the saving base for New York City's crumbling subway system. The agency's plans to spend $7 million to install the technology on 6 stretches of the subway over the next 5 years. MTA data shows that the 7 has been the second most reliable subway line in the city since its signals were upgraded last year. The L line, the only other line that runs on CBTC, performed slightly better. Monday's storm, which dumped just a half an inch of snow and ran the city, gummed up several lines as well, which could spell trouble for the MTA this winter. Records show bad weather delayed at least 410 trains throughout the day, or roughly 5% of the 8,300 subway runs the MTA schedules on a typical weekday. So that just quickly wraps up the article. But still, this gets me worried now. You know, what's going to happen in the next storm if CBTC has an issue? And here's the worst thing. We're supposed to get more rain on Friday. So I hope there's no more issues. But then again, remember, it's only the start of the cold weather season. So I also mentioned something just very quickly. Epic fail. 4198 Q76 bus. It just said Jamaica 165th Street bus terminal. That's an epic fail. It's not going to Jamaica. It's going to College Point Shopping Center. That's an epic fail. Seems Casey Steingle has its issues too. Well, I don't know if that's a Steingle bus, but I have to look up the fleet. Either it could be College Point or Steingle. But the point here I'm trying to make is that we have to get very concerned about CBTC. And again, I will say it again. I didn't have any issue on the 7 when I left from Flushing Main Street. It took me almost 10 minutes to get to Jackson Heights, Roosevelt Avenue, and then take the F. So I didn't have any issues yesterday. None at all. Alright, now was a last minute decision when I checked the MyMTA app. This is why I encourage everybody, please download the MyMTA app. It saves a lot of time. I mean, sure, maybe I lost a half hour, but I was really worried that I wasn't going to get a train, and I saw the 7 didn't have any issues. So I'm like, hey, what if I just take the 7, and then if the congestion clears up, I'll just go to Jackson Heights and take the F. That's what happened yesterday. Which last night I did upload the summit for Lexington Avenue and 63rd Street, so I encourage you all to check that out. But other than that, I'm going to wrap up this video, because I am literally right in front of Osnum right now, so I do have to enter the building. So thank you all for watching, and until the next one, please take care.